Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, June 6th, 2021, starting at our 61st week of dealing with this pandemic from the bat flu. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is 64%. That would be 31 degrees Celsius. I want to see what the radar is saying also. Sunday. It should say Sunday morning, but it's not. It's like 2:30, 2:40 in the afternoon. I went to bed early last night too, and ended up sleeping almost 12 hours, which is probably going to mess me up for tomorrow. But I need to be asleep in bed by like 11 o'clock tonight, so I can be up at 7, so I can be to the daughters a little bit after 8, etc. But yeah, we got a bit of rain. I'm down here somewhere. There, where that blue dot is, approximately. So, man. Yeah, this whole getting up and being out of the house by 7:30, 8 o'clock is, I haven't done that in nearly 30 years. Even before I went on disability, I wasn't working morning shift. Anyway, second cup of this is decaf. I am using wildflower honey. It's different than the orange blossom honey that I'm used to. Still very tasty. Did I say it's decaf? I can't do a whole lot of coffee. So, let's see. Quick update on my hotspot, portable hotspot. This is my primary internet at the moment. I'm getting 100 gigs of data for $50 a month through Metro PCS. It was a special. I didn't even realize I was getting it. Thought I was getting 50. But this works rather well. The only problems I have are my computer disconnecting. And it does that even when I'm using, or did that even when I was using Comcast or whatever, Xfinity. The dongle that I use, because it's not a built-in Wi-Fi, I use this little plug-in dongle. It just decides it's not going to connect. You have to go back into the computer and reconnect the dongle, and then it picks up the internet, and you're off and running again. So, like I said, the problems I'm having aren't with this. The other little problem I had was I ran out of data at the end of the month because I was recording off of one of my phones and then using that hotspot to upload, and that burns up a lot of data. So right now I am recording on a new device, new phone, that I also got through Metro PCS. Pay as you go. This one's going to be $40 a month, but it's unlimited talk, text, data. So, I mean, I'll never use the phone or the text messages. On my primary, don't raise your voice, Doc. On the primary, I mean, I make and receive 12, 15 calls a month, tops. Maybe 20 to 30 texts. I'm not, and most of that's in between it's all family related. So yeah, I don't do a whole lot of that, but I need the data for my YouTube and whatever. So and this is the device I used yesterday when I did my combo sandwich, and for whatever reason, it didn't record audio on the last couple of videos, the last couple clips. And of course, you can't tell, or I can't tell. Maybe there's something on there that I can't see without the right pair of glasses. But right now, there's nothing showing. So hopefully, this is recording properly. I did two testing type things last night, and it worked okay. So like I said, I have no idea. Maybe I touched something. There's no telling. It happens, I guess. And something like that, there's no going back and reshooting it. I guess I could. I made 4 giant sandwiches. That was a lot of food. I'll end up having 1 today and then put 2 in the freezer and have them later. But oh man, that was good. Oh man, that was good. I've said this on a couple of the comments. I went a little heavy on the sausages. I wasn't, I hadn't done it before, so I didn't have a recipe to follow. Probably, like, I used 3 meatballs per steak setup, and I probably could have gone down to 2 because it was a little heavy on the sausage. It was still good. It was dynamite. It was more of a sausage sandwich than a steak sandwich. So it will get revisited. It's one of them type things, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe next time I'll do 2 of the steak things and 1 sausage link, or something to that effect. 3 meatballs for 2. That might give me a better ratio, but regardless, that's a combination that works. Oh yeah, and it can go so many different ways. Throw in some marinara sauce and some peppers and onions, and go in with a cheese sauce. Yeah, there's so many. Use the combination to go over top of pasta, or into macaroni and cheese instead of into a roll. Man, it's a great combination. It really is. But I mean, beef and pork, it goes together all the time, right? How many Italian red sauces have, meatballs and beef meatballs and sausage, pork sausage. So, and they throw in, chunks of beef, and yeah. So it all works together so well. Not reinventing the wheel, just the material that goes on it, I guess, something to that effect. So, right now I'm using the bird beak holder that I showed in that combo thing yesterday, and I'll put a link to that somewhere in the description if I remember. I use these a lot. These get put generally on the windshield of the car or the truck, and they adjust. The phone goes in here. It even takes this size phone, although not this one because I got all this other stuff on it. It doesn't sit in there properly. But I use these all over the place. They go on, like I said, on the windshield. They attach anywhere there's a a solid surface. So I've used them on just on the countertop. I've used them on jar lids, threw them on top of a jar, and they work really well for what I'm doing right now. The main problem with them is the suction cup. It breaks off. So when something like this happens, I usually end up turning them into, like the last one is on my walking stick. Or not on my walking stick, on my tripod. Where I take this apart and add a barrel nut. Quarter 20 barrel nut. And attach it to the regular top of a tripod. I've got another one that I actually bought for. I bought it to go on my scooter, but the scooter bounces too much, so it didn't really work. But it's got a clamp on it that goes around a handlebar. It's meant to be on a bike or a motorcycle. I transferred that one to go onto my walking stick, and that works really well on that. So it could also go. A tripod has the center post that goes up and down, so that clamp would go on that center post. You just wouldn't be able to put it down as far when you close it up, or you take it off every time you use it, or whatever. This shirt's that's why it was tucked in the back of the closet, I guess. It doesn't really so yeah, there's that. Not sure what I'm going to do with this one at this point. Probably something along the same lines. Change this so that I might change this so that it actually fits on top of my walking stick, and then I'll have two of them. So I don't know why I would do two, but I record two different angles or something. I don't know. Have one set up as a camera and one as a video. That might work. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but it is there. So oh, let's see. I need to go to the store today. Get a few things to go to the daughter's house. One thing I'm going to be doing is taking a USB fan to set up wherever I'm at. This will go into either one of my battery packs, like that. In fact, that one's charged. Or I need to stop and get an extension cord so I can put put one of the chargers in and run this from behind the couch and run it off of an actual power instead of burning my battery up. So that's one thing I need to do. Probably Walmart for that. I don't know. Maybe Dollar Tree. Probably Walmart. I need to go to Walmart anyway. I'm trying to put together some slingshots for the little guys, and having all kinds of problems with that. I'm on like my 4th or 5th version. And I was thinking that the bands were just too strong, and when they pull it back, their wrist breaks, or they can't hold their wrist straight. And so I kept going down with the strength of the bands. But now I'm thinking that part of the problem is also their hands are so small, they don't have a good grip on the handle. So I have to figure out some way to make a smaller slingshot. Even this size tubing is too big for them. So thinking maybe 1/2-inch C PVC might be the ticket. So I may be stopping at Home Depot as well. It's already going on 3 o'clock. I had plans to go out today, and then, oh man, sleep just grabbed a hold of me and did not want to let go. Ah, that's tasty. I do like the honey and coffee combination. Mmm. But then I've cut down on sugars and using just basic honey for most things now. Very little. I can't remember the last time I touched the sugar container here. So can't believe I'm sweating like I am. I got a fan blowing, the air conditioner's on. What is it in here? It's 77 degrees in the house. That's crazy. Oh, let's see. Plug that fan in. Blowing right on me. That'll do it. Kind of dread going outside though. I know the brat buggy is going to be hot inside. Ooh. I have to open the doors and reach in and grab my sunglasses, and then let it air out a little bit. But I want to get a small solar panel so that I can leave the windows cracked just a little bit, and then put like something like this in there with the solar panel. I've got one that kind of runs these, but it's only like a 6-watt panel, and it runs out too quickly. So I mean, even though this only pulls what half a watt or whatever, I don't know. It's on USB, so you would think it would work, but it doesn't. So get a small like 20-watt panel. I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, that's right. I really don't. When it comes to electronics and stuff like that, I mean, watts to me is a city in California. Amp is a drink that you buy for energy. I know it's got some sort of correlation in electrics, but I'm lost. I get lost with numbers. I think it may be one of the multiple head injuries I've had. Numbers just they don't click for me anymore. I have problems remembering numbers. I don't do math and stuff like that real well. Some of the basics are okay, but yeah, for the most part, I don't know how to describe it. No, I don't know how to describe it to a doctor either. But they just basically say, yeah, you had head injuries and stuff like that is to be expected. Well, no, doc, it's not to be expected. At least I don't expect it. So, anyway. It happens when you're falling apart. You go and tell the doctor, look, I'm having problems with my feet. And they're like, yeah, you got nerve damage. But you've got nerve damage. There's nothing we can do. We can try to treat the symptoms, and the treatments don't do anything, and yeah, so it is what it is. I wake up breathing, and I'm good to get, right? Usually. This morning, I don't know if I had slept wrong or what, but my one leg just did not want to work, get out of bed. Had to make sure I was steady on standing up, because I couldn't even feel my one foot. It was a little more than a sleep. It just, yeah. And the whole leg just didn't want to support me. It took me a little bit. Once I get stabilized and whatever, I'm usually okay. Get up and moving or whatever, and get some circulation going, and things seem to calm down. I still have problems feeling with feeling my feet and whatever. It's another one of those odd sensations. I feel like I'm walking above the floor. Like I can feel the floor, but it feels like there's something between my foot and the floor, and there's not. I'm barefoot. But putting on shoes or socks amplifies that, and it feels like you're walking around on thick, really super thick soles or whatever. It throws my balance off, which is why I end up twisting my ankles or turning my knees or something else to that effect. But again, it's just one of those things. I've learned how to deal with it. It's one of the problems I have going out and walking. I can't just set off and walk. I've got to constantly, think about where I'm putting my feet and whatever. So, anyway, not complaining. Like I said, I wake up breathing, and yeah, just sometimes I have to force myself to do things. Anyway, let's see what else. It's Sunday. I really need to strip my bed down. Put all that stuff in the washer, remake it, and sweep things up. Get the kitchen picked up a little bit. Dishes done that have been piling up for 3 or 4 days. Piling up meaning like I use a couple forks or a plate, so there's probably half a dozen items in the sink. Just need to sit down and tackle them, but it's always something, right? You're never caught up. Anyway, thinking about getting everything put back into the van, get it out of here at any rate. I got my mattress sitting over here. I've got blankets and pillows sitting over here, blocking my air conditioner. Not really blocking because it's coming up over top of it, but it's not blowing right at me. So really need to take care of that, but it's 80 some odd degrees outside, pushing 90 degrees. I don't feel like wrestling with that mattress. So we'll see. One evening maybe. It's a little bit cooler. I'll back the van all the way back up to the back door. That'd be a little bit easier. And no rush. I'm not going camping anytime soon. It's too darn hot. Let's see. I'm running, what are we, 21 minutes? 24 minutes, so this probably cuts out at a half hour. Go ahead and call it now and say, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. Excuse me. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slouchy, y'all.